Hi, my name is S'Busiso Mseleku from S'Busiso Mseleku Sports, #SMS. With me is the South African Football Association President, Dr Jordaan, and we are just talking in the aftermath of the recent annual general meeting of the association, and also just doing a wrap of the year, what a year it has been for the association. Dr Jordaan, welcome.
Thank you. Wonderful talking to you.
Dr Jordaan, you've just come out, by you meaning the South African Football Association, come out of an AGM. Your take on the AGM. Are you a happy man? Were you satisfied with how things went?
Well, I think if you look at the members, and it was a full house, I think they left satisfied. Of course, people always expect more, but they are satisfied with the performance of our teams. They are satisfied that they can see the recovery on the financial side, and internationally that South Africa has done extremely well, both in terms of on the field of play, our teams, but also in the boardrooms of CAF and FIFA, where many of our people engage at the global level.
Dr. Jordaan, on the financial side, we know that the country is going through a very tough financial phase, and Safa recorded a 74 million rands loss. What impacted on that, and were you expecting that to be a loss?
Yes, for the period from December 2018 to December 2019, we didn't get a single penny from broadcast revenue. And broadcast revenue constitute anything between 50 and 6% of total revenue. And I think for a big federation not to get a single penny for an entire year, you obviously know that's going to be tremendous pressures. We, for example, received 110 million from the SABC from 2011 to 2018. That's March 2018. And then we received an additional about 40 million from SuperSport, which is a total of 150 million. Now, when you are faced with a position that for an entire financial year you have zero, the 150 million is gone. Of course, it has a huge impact on the budget. And so what we would have expected is to have a loss of 150 million. And we had a loss of 74 million. So we had to do a lot of financial controls and cost-cutting measures to reduce the deficit. And I think overall we were satisfied that we've done extremely well. And of course, when we go to the next financial year, we've already signed an agreement with the SABC. We're going to engage with SuperSport to get an agreement with the SABC. So where we had no broadcast revenue in the previous financial year, we will now have broadcast revenue. Now, what that does, it also has an impact on your commercial sponsors, because the sponsors look for value in terms of the broadcast of matches, so that their logos are there, the advertising, the squeeze pack, the halftime promos, and so on. Now, we could not offer any of those exposure to the commercial partners, and therefore what value is there coming forward and support Safa. Immediately after the signing of the agreement with the SABC, we saw interest, and we are going to conclude at least 4 sponsorship deals by early next year. There is a new kit sponsor that we must announce, a new deal with the South African breweries, and many other companies has come forward to say we want to be partner of Safa. Of course, in addition to that, we have launched with the money from the Legacy Trust. The Legacy Trust approved 30 million, and so we could launch the Safa National Women's League. And that league has also attracted new sponsors, and we will have to conclude that also early next year. Because the league is on SABC, as you may know, and that league, the matches attracts between 1.2 and 1.4 million viewers per match. So we have no doubt that the Women's National League will be an additional platform for sponsors to participate.
Dr. Jordaan, by its nature, Safa is a non-profit making organization. But I believe there was tabled a turnaround strategy at the AGM.
Yeah.
And what are your projections looking at the turnaround strategy, and when is it going to be implemented from?
Well, we've already started implementing. It's generating new sources of revenue through commercial partners. It is using our own database. We have a total membership of 3.2 million, but we must actually sign with a partner. First, we must demonstrate what are the names of each and every one of those players. At the moment, we have 360,000 players that we can show to you. By the end of the year, we'll have 500,000. We've asked the regions to strengthen the drive of registering every single player, every official, every referee, every coach must be there on my Safa. I have a card, and so every national executive member has a card. We say, I'm a member of Safa, here's my card. Now, once we have the numbers, we said, in terms of the registration and you're issuing a card, you must pay 100 rand. Now, if you have 3.2 million members and each one pays 100 rand, you actually have 320 million rand. If you put these apps on your phone and make a deal with companies to bring products and services where they can access the products and services through the Safa app to our membership. If each one just pays 100 rand, and whether it's airtime or whatever other product and service, it's another 320 million. So we said, given the global economic conditions, but also on the continent and in our country, the serious challenges, we have to look what can we do through innovation and initiatives to bring more revenue to Safa. Because the strange thing about football, and particularly Safa National Association, if your teams are successful, you will obviously spend more money. If you just take Bafana qualified, therefore there must be a qualification bonus. Then they go to the second round, there must be a bonus. They go to the quarterfinal, there must be a bonus. So now you must pay 18 million in bonuses because they went to the quarterfinal. If they are dropped out in the first round, or if they fail to qualify, it's a saving. So the strange thing is that in the years where our teams perform very badly, they don't qualify for anything, we'd have a surplus, a huge profit. And in the years where our teams perform and we must pay bonuses, we'd have a deficit. It's just the nature of the beast. Of course, now we have to pay bonuses for the under 23. We've qualified for Tokyo Olympics. These players, even if they're under 23, they play in the professional clubs. So we have to pay bonus. Banyana qualifies for the World Cup in France, there must be a bonus. Banyana makes it to the final of AFCON, there must be a bonus. So, and this is and you can look at the history of Safa, where the teams perform, and there are bonus payments, you will struggle to make a profit.
Okay, before addressing
So
that,
what do you want? You want a lot of money and poor performance, or good performance and no money?
okay, I think that is what we can refer to as the nature of the beast.
Yes.
But before addressing that question, let's go to this one of the contributions by members.
Yeah.
I think that was a proposal that
Yeah.
was made at the AGM. And how was the reception from the membership?
It's such an important issue that we must give them time to reflect, because this commitment is a serious commitment. We want, if you pay 100 rand, to give you insurance services. Already, of course, you know, every single player playing in Safa competition has a coverage, and that's why when we have a death, there is insurance cover. So those services will be packaged for your 100 rand. Because if you have 3.2 million and each one pays 100 rand, we have about 10-15 deaths a year. So it won't deplete the funds in any year. And there are many other services that we are looking at that we can provide. So it's a concept that we'll finalize in June of next year, but the registration process of the players at LFA, at region, at national level, provincial level, registration of everybody will be accelerated.